Hello.
Hi, we're back again. It's Shelby, Brooke, and Jade, and we're going to play Red Dragon Inn 6. Don't let the box fool you. This is Red Dragon Inn 6 Villains. This is the new expansion from Red Dragon Inn. It is a standalone game, and you can also mix it with your other Red Dragon Inn versions to create an awesome super game. But just to show this to you, we are going to play just Red Dragon Inn 6. So Red Dragon Inn 6 Villains is placed in the Villains' own special inn, which is under the city of Greyport in the sewers, which, if you haven't heard of Greyport, Greyport is one of Slugfest's other games that is in the same universe as Red Dragon Inn. So, to start off, we've all selected our characters. I'm going to play Dareka, the Mindbreaker. Jade, what do you have?
Torgel
Snarf?
Dunkelton, first of his name.
She's playing a Goblin King. And Brooke?
I am Baron von Vlaslo.
Baron von Vlaslo, which we've decided is a vampire bat werewolf mixture thing because he can change. Yeah, I don't know.
He's a werewolf and a bat.
So, if you're new to the Red Dragon Inn world, the basic idea is that we all start with 20 health, 0 alcohol content, and 10 gold. If you ever get so damaged that your health meets your alcohol content, you pass out drunk and you lose. If you lose all of your gold and you can no longer gamble or buy drinks, you also lose. So the goal is to be the last person standing. There are a couple different cards in our character deck. I want to point out that when you're setting up for Red Dragon Inn 6, you have to be careful. There are decks, mini decks in every character deck that has these little tiny dragons in the top corner. You can't see them on the stream, but these are special cards just for boss battles. That is a separate version of the game you can play. The rules for Red Dragon Inn 6 clarifies and points out new rules for playing on teams and playing other special versions of Red Dragon Inn. I really want to commend Slugfest on the rulebook. It gives a lot of good clarifications and stuff for rules that everyone was always kind of iffy on in the past. So those are set aside. We're not going to play with the boss battle cards. Also, some other characters like Vlaslo has special cards that had to come out to form special form decks. So be careful when you're setting up for the game. The drink deck is supposed to be 30 cards. Ours is a little bigger. We got some special promo cards that I kind of threw in there. But you can also combine your drink deck with all of the drink decks from the previous games, making a massive pile of drink decks. However, there is a mechanic in the game that they wanted to reinforce that we keep in the game, which is everyone has to normally pay 1 gold to the inn to refresh the drinks. So you're only supposed to play with 30 at a time. You can put the stack out, play with 30, and then when everyone pays to refresh the deck, you take new cards off the giant stack rather than reshuffling the ones that you played with before. So that's a cool little rule that they included in the book. We're also playing with the Dungeon Event deck. Now this is the special event deck that came with Red Dragon Inn 6. There is another one from Red Dragon Inn 4. That is the Sea Event deck, because there was a seafaring expansion. They have said in the rulebook that you can actually mix those two together and through a special time warp, and you can shift back and forth between the inn at sea and the underground inn, but we're just going to play with the deck. So the way this works is after each person's turn, a token will be removed. When the last token is taken off, the card immediately flips and something happens to us. Then the next card will tell us how many tokens to put on for the next one. So we all have drawn our first hand, which is 7 cards, and on your turn you normally would discard any cards you don't want to use that are in your hand and draw back up to 7. That doesn't happen obviously in the first turn. Then you're allowed to play 1 action card, as many anytimes cards as you like, and any sometimes cards that work in the current situation. The cards, this is a game a lot about reading your cards to tell you when something can be played. Then you order drinks. You get to order 1 for free for anybody at the table, but there are cards that let you purchase more. The drinks are very important in this game. Obviously, they affect the fortitude, which is health and alcohol content of the players, and you never want to have one of your opponents have nothing to drink when it comes to their turn, because if that happens, then they will sober up 1, and you don't want that. So you then order a drink for someone else, and then you drink the card that's in front of you. So that's the basic turn order. And Jade, do you want to go first?
Absolutely.
All right.
What am I paying you all for? Get in here. Pay 1 gold to the end, reveal cards from the top of my character deck until I reveal a minion, then put that minion into play.
This is
just me.
Yeah.
Okay. Lord.
What happens to all these? Do they go in your discard?
No, they just get reshuffled back in.
Okay.
As soon as minion, that'd be nice.
You will never find a minion.
Don't jinx me. Oh, here it is. Kroll, the cupbearer. If this minion loses fortitude, you must either discard it or pay 3 gold to the end. Whenever you would gain alcohol content from a drink, that gain is reduced by 1. And I get, activate my minions at any part.
This minion loses.
That was my action. I shall be a drink and then drink it myself. Light ale, a chaser, but
you don't have any chaser.
Nope. And whenever I would gain alcohol content from a drink, the gain is reduced. Drinks it for me.
Alright.
I like him.
This
Good goblin king.
and my turn, right?
I think so.
Okay. Oh, don't worry, this rarely leads to permanent damage. Pick another player, they gain 2 alcohol content. You and that player each draw a card from your character decks.
Plus 2.
Yep, 2, and we each just draw a card. That was my action for my turn. No. I'm going to play an anytimes card. Psionic Vision. Reveal the top 5 cards in my character deck. An opponent of my choice will divide these cards into 2 face-up piles. I will put 1 pile into my hand and discard the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She is. You would be.
Oh, absolutely. Purple Snarf has to rule with an iron fist. It's the first of his name.
Okay, so now I'm gonna buy a drink. You look a little dry over there, Jade. And drink. Elven wine.
3.
3.
Yep.
If I drink this, we'll all end up making some bad decisions. Ignore drink.
Did one take 3 right off the bat?
Nah, we gotta see a dungeon event happening right now, so. Staring contest. In turn order, each player chooses one. Pay a gold to the inn and lose to alcohol content, or put all cards in your hand on top of the character deck in any order, and until your next turn you ignore all action cards, including the gambling I'm in.
I thought it was going to be like, and conduct a staring contest with your fellow barmaids.
No.
Are you paying a gold to the end?
No, because I don't need to sober up.
Yeah,
I
don't either.
So, put your cards in.
It doesn't matter, I draw 7.
Well, yeah, but I have more. Alright, so that was the end of my turn. It would be your turn.
Which
You
you would
draw 7. And we both ignore all action cards against us, so playing something that affects our fortitude or anything is kind of useless.
I can pay. My minions. But if I do, I have to pay.
So, tipsy wrench. Pick a player. They pay 1 gold to them. Order. I've got time card. Vinch brings some drinks to these friends.
He has an accent.
He has an accent. That's adorable.
Yes, it's spelled out.
Yeah. We usually have a house rule that we like have to make up a voice for our character, and then we have to say the top of the card in that voice. So that's kind of.
You may play this card during the order drink phase of your turn. Pay 1 gold to the end. Order 2 additional drinks. Or maybe placed on the other.
Yeah, so you get 3, and you get to choose how many you get.
Do I look at them?
No. It's just 1 for you, 2 for you, or whatever.
Or 3 for you.
1 free for all, 1 person.
And then I drink
Mm-hmm.
elven wine with a chaser.
So you don't have anything else underneath your drink card. So if you did have more than 1 card in your drink pile, you would have to flip the next one and add it to that.
Okay.
But since you don't, you're just going to take 3.
If you want.
Unless you can ignore. Okay, so then that goes in the discard pile. And it is off of here and Jade's
7. 1 additional card. Wow, that's disgusting. I wish we had a bigger group to play this with. You know what? I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna buy.
Okay. I won for Brooke. And Jake.
Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
Dragon Breath Ale.
Oh, Lord. Okay. I take 3 because of Kroll the Cupbearer. It's amazing. Right off the bat.
Okay.
Shelby, I'll have the wench bring you something special. It's an anytimes card. Pick another player. They drink the top card of the drink deck. Pay 1 gold to the end.
1 drop. 1 alcohol content. Yeah, I'll take that.
You say now.
Alright. gambling, I'm in. Alright, so this is a very special component of playing Red Dragon, is gambling. It's an action card, so I can choose to use this as my action for this turn. I start a round of gambling. Everybody has to play unless they have a card in their hand that excludes them from the game. So to start the game, everybody antes 1 gold. Just kind of keep a pile. Then we're going to go around the circle, and if you have any gambling or cheating cards in your hand, you're going to play that. Then it goes to the next person, and so on and so forth. And the control of the round is simply going to pass around until some people can't play any more cards and determine the winner, or somebody plays a winning hand, which the only way to negate a winning hand is if somebody else has a cheat card. So,
but you can pass, but you're running the risk.
Right, you can choose to pass and not play any cards, but you are running the risk of losing then. Anything else? So I'm in control because I started it, so it would go to you. You have a cheat or gambling card.
Or I can pass.
Or you can pass.
I'm gonna pass.
Okay, Jade.
I raise.
Okay, when Jade plays I raise, everybody has to add another gold to the
And
ante.
now I'm in the...
I raise.
Oh, now I feel it coming. I feel a disgusting winning.
And you know,
I have a winning hand.
read. Do you have something? Sorry.
No.
Read minds during a game? I would never. Cheat card, take control.
And it goes back to you. I raise.
Still have to raise even if you can play. Winning hand. So now all the gold that was ante comes to me.
Yeah, because you suck.
Yep. That was quite awesome. Alright, that was my action. So, I'm going to buy a drink. Only got one, so two. And I'm going to drink. Drinking contest. Each player reveals a card from the each card reveals a card from the drink deck and drinks it. The player who reveals the drink with the highest alcohol content, even if they avoid the effects of the drink, wins 1 gold from every other player. If there's a tie, the players who tied reveal the drink again until there is a... Alright.
I really want to make this. It's a gelatinous cube shot.
That's adorable. I got wine.
Minus 142.
I have wine with a cheese.
Okay, so you have to take the next one. Even though
And then she would win.
I have a drinking cup.
okay, that's ignored. It counts as 0 alcohol content. So, so you have 2 and I have 2, so we have to take another. But drink the one that you have first.
This is fun.
Yep. And then we take another, you and I.
You guys are just gonna get drunk off your contents.
If this card gets no chaser because it's unavailable or drink, you get content.
I have angel tears, salty slab, celestial sadness.
Aww. What does it do?
+2 health.
Oh, so you heal too. Nice. So I got sentient ooze with a chaser. If the card has no chaser because one was unavailable or a drink event was revealed, I get -2 health. But I could get a chaser, so I got a chaser. My chaser was Sauvignon Black. If Sauvignon Black was not the result of a drink event or a chaser, you may split it with another player, but it was a chaser. You can't split it. It's 3 alcohol content.
Oh, you gave me my gold.
I have 1, so I need a gold from you. Take 3 and you don't. Nothing happens because you can't heal from that. So that was that for me.
That was a very lucrative round for you.
That was a lucrative turn. All right,
God
your turn.
dang. We're not gonna even showcase our characters.
Lucky.
It didn't help that I raised twice because I thought I was gonna win.
You raised and then I raised.
think I'm gonna do an action.
Okay. Got you. So it would, if you don't have any tens cards, you would then just buy a drink.
And ales from the crypt. Time to dust off the old stock. Drink 2.
Looking pretty good over there. Okay. Then we take this off for the end of your turn, and the drink event happens. The price of power. In turn order, each player must bid an amount of fortitude higher than the last bid or pass. This continues until a player bids and everyone else passes. The winning bidder loses that much fortitude, then gains 2 gold from the inn, orders a drink, discards any number of cards from their hand, and refills their hand size. Whoa. Okay, so we start with you because this is what came up on your turn. So you can choose to bid
However much you want.
however much fortitude you like, or pass.
I will bid 3.
Okay, you must
I'll
bid
4.
higher. Go bid 5.
I will pass.
6.
6.
You're a lot worse off than I am, so.
Pass. Alright, so you take the 6 fortitude loss. You gain 2 gold. Then you order a drink, so you're going to give that to somebody. Alright, thanks. Discard any number of cards from your hand and refill your hand size. Which
Since
was
it's going to be the start of my turn.
Yeah, you could discard and draw.
Oh, jeez. Okay, let's do this. I'm good at this.
Alright, so
Gambling, I'm in.
The stakes are too high. I'm out.
okay. So you're not allowed to play any gambling cards now.
And does this mean I earn a blood?
Yes. I got nothing.
Okay. Give me all the gold back.
That was your action. Now you just can play end turns.
It's very, very interesting. Oh, what is this? The wench dares you. Reveal 2 drinks with possible choices from the drink deck.
What?
If you reveal a drink at -1, drink the
Please
drink with
reveal.
a higher alcohol content. Each
0.
other player drinks a copy of the other drink.
0. So we get -1, so we sober up 1.
If the drinks have the same alcohol content of the drink. So I choose the one with the least. Or the most.
The most, which is 0. We take the one with the least. Thanks for sobering us up 1.
I didn't gain anything from it, so it was a waste.
Okay.
Well, it would have been -1 anyway because of
Right.
coal.
Yeah. Alright. 4, 5, 6. Just mean.
What, are you gonna gamble again?
Jade, stop thinking so loudly. There's 2 points. And I get to look at your hand. If you ignore this card, I still look at your hand.
I might as well just look at my hand now anyway. Nothing good.
Cards are very wordy. So many things on the bottom.
Oh, I know.
They lose 2 fortitude.
I already did.
Alright. Okay, that was my. Dungeon runoff, -1 health. You don't want to know where it came from. Okay.
Oh, man, if I only had this earlier. Wait a minute, this card too.
Yeah.
Where's she there?
So is he. He's one of the other characters. They just added a few in there because you can play whatever characters you want with the deck. No, the underground library.
Discard my whole hand so you don't know what I have anymore.
That's fine. Do that. Actually feel pretty good. You can do that.
Alright, so for my action, come to me, children of Xenite. Pick another player, they lose 1 fortitude. Draw a card from your character deck. If you play this card during your action phase, you can play another.
Now I'll show you why I'm called the Mindbreaker. You may play this card immediately after you lose fortitude. How much fortitude is that? Sorry.
1.
Immediately after you lose fortitude from a card played by another player. You may not play this card if you reduce that fortitude loss. That player also loses 1 fortitude and gains an alcohol content. Down 1 health. Blood. And then you buy drinks.
I have a question.
Ogre brew drink. You are an ogre or have light brew. Alright, so I get 2 drink.
Yeah, if you were over you would 3.
Discarding 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Those are cards that let me see it.
Rick's the Enforcer is what I'm playing. Since I've played him as an action once during each of my action phases, I can pick another player they lose 2 fortitude. Can I also activate him?
During suppose, yeah. Still your action phase.
Lose 2.
Sure you want to do that?
Yeah.
Action of fortitude.
That was easy.
With ink spray.
Troll Swill. If I'm a troll, no, I'm not. It is.
Yeah, you are.
I'm a goblin.
Goblin, okay. My bad.
And there's a very good distinction, Shelley. Okay, there we go. Don't you play Pathfinder?
No. Yes, I want to.
Not yet.
4, 5, 6. These aren't the coins for each other player pays me gold. You mind trick the others. Just one. That was my action. Drink. And
Chaser.
evil spirits.
Holy. Oh, that looked way worse than it was.
Yeah. Evil spirits, prithee send, make me nice and drunk again. And wrathful revenants. Each player loses 2 fortitude. You may reduce or ignore this fortitude loss as though it came from an action.
Quick, run away! Ignore an action sometimes or any times card that would affect my fortitude, alcohol content, or gold.
So it's 2.
How much cost was it?
2 fortitude.
Alright. It will take more than that to defeat a vampire. You may play this card when an action sometimes or anytime card will make you lose. Used by 1.
Then you gain 2 blood.
I'm gonna play I can see spirit again. Alright. That was it for me. It's on to you. Card and draw.
So I haven't done this yet. I also have the option of, in my discard and draw phase, to purchase from my other. So I'm going to spend blood, vampire card, that deck, and another 2. My
Ooh. But it doesn't count.
You don't have to draw unless.
Alright. I'm gonna play anytime card, blood is thicker than vine. Play this card, costs 1 to play. I lose 2.
Whoa.
So grapple a bit.
Where are my minions? Where are you?
Get in.
You're somewhere in there. Rick's the enforcer. Roll the cupbearer.
Alright, and I'm gonna play one of my wolf cards for my action.
Oh no.
My bite is worse than my bark. Pick another player, they lose 3 fortitude.
3?
3.
You could have your fortitude here and started him.
Well, I reread it, and whenever a player other than counterpart must choose another player for its fortitude loss or redirection, they're playing that card makes you guys would be able to target them.
Oh, so if I wanted to cause you
Yeah,
instead, and then you would have to pay 3 gold or.
Yeah. So if an effect is really, really nasty, you can choose to.
This jinx.
Really, only have 2 left. So.
Okay. So gold 5 drink string.
Oh, she's nothing. Whoa, that looks really happy.
Brewmaster's top shelf ale gain 3. Is 2 cards from the drink deck. Face down. 3 players drinking. Brewmaster always has enough.
Yeah, because I'm about to go.
Oh, okay, but you have to take.
Well, she also has more
alcohol content. And you sobered up. Sorry.
Okay, my turn. I'm discarding 1 card. Pick up 3.
I'm in there.
Ooh.
Who's next turn?
I can pay. Don't worry. Who's worried? I'm not worried. Gain gold from the inn equal to the number of players currently in the game, including me. If I played this card during my action phase, I may play another action card this. So why don't we? How about a friendly game of cards? Start around a gambling. This card may not be negated. Players may not play cards to avoid or voluntarily leave this round of gambling.
Oh,
I'm forcing everyone to gamble. You're in? Yes.
and she wins.
Seriously strong spirits. Draw 2 cards from my character deck. Then I may not take any game action between draw. Oh, but it's
5.
and I draw 2 cards.
And then okay.
6 feet you just made. Chaser. 1 gold from the inn. My last leg.
Could have taken you out.
Oh yeah, of course. letting me take
I wanted
myself
to
out.
see what Brooke was gonna do. She might take you out instead.
Or no one will, and you'll just take each other out before I do.
I don't think so.
Right.
You've got 1.
An anytime card. Draw a card from either your wolf or back deck.
Ooh.
That deck. Then I'm gonna play my action. Come to me, children of the night. Pick another player. They lose 1 fortitude. Draw a card from your character deck. Play this on your action. Play another night.
All the violence money can buy. Play this card immediately after you lose fortitude from a card played from another player. You may not play this card if you reduce that fortitude loss. I'm not. That player loses 1 fortitude, or
because you have to play that card after you fortitude, and you lose the fortitude and pass out.
Yeah. Quick, run away! I'm ignoring actions sometimes or any times card that would affect my fortitude, alcohol content, or gold. Hoping and praying there's a heal card somewhere.
And then I buy a drink.
Mhm.
And take a drink. Ooh. Low grade oil. -2 health. Not suitable for human consumption. Any other race. This drink is fantastic. Split a drink you're about to drink in half. You take half the drink effect rounded. The other half of the drink does not go to another player. And I get the I only get
one quarter.
Nicely done.
Yeah. Everything is fine for
good.
now. No event comes of it.
Doesn't matter. I don't have to deal with it. Discarding
I don't have to deal with it because I'm gonna die.
Grunt, the brawler. Brooks, the enforcer, is going to help defend me. Shelby, you lose 2 fortitude.
Is it? Just a simple case of mind over. Ignore an action sometimes or anytime.
Grunt, the brawler, is also going to come at you with 2 fortitude loss. Okay. Tomato juice.
Well, if you were a vampire, you would gain alcohol content instead.
I bet you can't chug this whole thing, Shelby. Give a drink you're about to drink to another player.
I don't think so. It can only be affected by another. I don't think so.
Yeah. At the effect, Toggle Snarf pays you 1 gold. 1 gold to. Wait, Toggle Snarf pays you 1 gold to. I'm dead.
Okay,
I've
so
passed out.
she passed out. She has to split her remaining gold between the remaining players. She decides who gets more.
Actually, it's 1, 2. So that's 4. So half of it goes to the end, and then the half gets divvied up. Oh, I was gonna do it the other way, but and if you want to shirt yourself out of a cold, that's fine.
Alright, and this still happens anyway. Contest of wills. For an order, each player must bid an amount of alcohol content. The last bid pass. This continues until an alcohol player bids and everyone else passes. The winning bidder gains that much alcohol content, draws until they have 9 cards in their hands. I'm gonna pass. I don't want to do that.
What was the? Sorry, I started reading and not paying attention.
You can choose to take one. Basically, you can choose to take 1 alcohol content to draw up to 9 cards in there, or you can pass and take nothing. Because I passed. Okay, so nobody gets anything. And okay.
Oh, here's where the other minions are.
Of course.
In my boss deck.
Can I, will you put your drinks in the discard pile, please? Ooh.
Oh god. Dark Ale Chaser
Would have
followed
been
by
5.
Fire
Okay.
Water.
Alright. Awesome. to gambling I'm in.
I have a winning hand.
My friend will play this hand for me. Another player and look at their hand. You may discard gambling cards from it. If you do, take control. Don't discard. Counts as a pass. Do you have any gambling cards? Let's look at it. Okay. Alright, so it counts as though I passed, so you win. Okay, and then I buy you a drink. Drink. Ooh, I got the pretty promo card. Unicorn Blood. Drink event. The wench offers you a unique drink. You may pay 2 gold to the inn. If you do, you sober up 4, but you lose 1 fortitude. Otherwise, discard the Unicorn Blood and drink the top card of the drink deck instead. For the immoral immortal. I'm gonna pay 2. I sober up 4. 5. Fortitude. Alright. And 1 off there, and it's your turn.
Alright. I'm gonna discard 1. From my deck. 7. For my action, won't you join me for dinner? Pick another player, they lose 3. And I'll buy a drink. And I will have my drinky drink on. Let's see. Mimic drink. If mimic is the result of a chaser, discard all other cards in the drink without taking their. Alright. I'm gonna do this drink is fantastic. Split the drink in half. 1.
Hang it on. Just
Hang it on.
barely. 7. Okay. Stop thinking so loudly. Pick another player, they lose 2, and I get to pick that player.
Alright, so I'm gonna fly away to ignore that, but
Okay. My action. I just had a thought. I'm gonna draw 2 cards from my character deck, then discard 1 and a times. Discard. And I'm gonna buy you a drink. And then I'm going to drink Witch Doctor Brew. Gain 3 alcohol content. If this drink causes you to gain alcohol content, card is While that card is in front of you, you discard it to add 1 to any numeric effect. For this drink. Not now, I'm practicing.
Three. Snarky kid. You know what? Let's start Amanda again.
Okay. I must start. Oh, I did. Okay. I don't do anything. So, of course.
Yeah. Buy you a drink?
No.
Chieftain Ice Bear drink. Gain 5 alcohol. I can't stop it, so I'm gonna.
Oh, well, that makes me the winner! Yeah. So I really like the villains. I think they're super fun. It adds a new kind of. I love the vision effects. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed that as much as we did. And we hope that we see you guys next week when we play something else cool. Bye.